Scooby-Doo. Pop, pop. Y el boom, 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 boom. Y el boom, 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 boom.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Keys, Cleats, and Chaos, episode number 2. This show is all about real estate, faith, football. What else we got here, Cade? What are we all about?
All about chaos too, and how we can work through the chaos all together.
We're actually powered by Gen Xennial with a little bit of
Gen Z.
Then Gen Z drip is what I like to call it. I'm Jeffrey Selbit with Remax Reach, and I've been here in Greenville for 3 years. I'm 46 years old. I've got a wife who's a nurse, an 18-year-old daughter, and I'm going through midlife crisis chaos, and I'm loving it.
That's right. And I'm Kay Gentry, new home specialist here in Greenville, South Carolina. Pretty new to Greenville. Been here for 6 months, but also been here from South Carolina my entire life, native to South Carolina. I'm a brand new husband, a family man.
Come on.
And, I'm right here with Jeff, ready to bring the excitement for all things keys, sports, and a little bit of life mixed in between.
That's right. That's right. Keys, Cleats, and Chaos. We go on location every single week to film this. And today we are at HipBurger. Yeah. Yes, I said that right. It is the South Carolina In-N-Out, locally owned, one location. It's not a chain. If you look around, it is absolutely clean vibes. Hip, but not trying to be so cool that you can really tell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Honestly, it's quality burgers. Simple menu. They got chicken, burger.
And we need your guys' help to bring the hype, just like the In-N-Out on the West Coast. This is the East Coast hype for HipBurger. So,
all right, here's what we're going to do. Keys, Cleats, and Chaos. We're going to kick things off with real estate, Cade. What's going on in the real estate world of new construction?
Yeah, new construction, the big thing that you take away from today is there's deals out there, many deals, all across the Upstate, all the way spanning from the western part of the Upstate all the way to Spartanburg, and in between here in the beautiful central location in Greenville. These are the ones that you want to find out on. And builders are very incentivized to sell right now. It's definitely more of a buyer's market right now, so you have more leverage as a buyer.
Yeah. It's shifting for sure.
Exactly. So this is key to have someone like Jeff, a local expert on the current market in Greenville, to help you guide you through that process to get you the keys to your brand new home. And we can partner up with a new home specialist like myself to help find the perfect home for you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Man, the market isn't broken. It's just growing up. Okay. Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, there are so many buyers that are just waiting and waiting. Like we said on last week's episode, the National Economist said that there is a 14% increase in homes sold in 2026. Yeah. So that means there'll be a lot more listings available. Okay. Free listing presentation right here by this guy anytime if you're looking to sell your house. But also one of the things is with new construction, they're going to start. Some of the incentives are going to be slowly going away, okay? Because they have helped. They stopped producing so many new constructions in 2025 that they're going to be taking away some of the incentives. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, taking advantage of what the interest rate is right now, because we don't know what the future holds. None of us hold a crystal ball to say what that is. So taking advantage of what it is now and the incentives that builders have right now before they start to, like Jeff said, to dwindle away a little bit. And when that interest rate, hypothetically, it does get better where it opens up the real estate market, quote, air quotes, opens up, the price of those homes are going to increase with that. So it's a give and take. So there's no time like the present to buy.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Kate. I totally agree. Real estate is kind of like the same way that HipBurger does it right. You'll know once you get in here. It's simple, it's honest, it's done right. Real estate is shifting to the same way. You're going to need that hustle, okay? You're going to need simple. It's going to be just things that are consistency. We're going to be plugging and pushing away every single day. All right?
That's right. And it's not like everyone is lined up to buy a home right now. So, us like Jeff and me at Kate at McGuinn Homes, we are out here hustling to get that business to serve you guys. And that's what really sets us apart, and it'll make a difference in your experience, in your home buying experience as well.
That is true. That is true. In 2026, people are just waiting. They're waiting, and the days on market are really high, way higher than any time in the last 5 years. But that's where real estate's just getting back to normal.
But at the same time, like Jeff's saying, those days in the market are so high, but those homes might be priced, a little bit emotionally. if you think about it. It might not be priced to sell in the market. And that's why that strategy with the local expert, we study the market, we see the trends, we're out there day to day, and Jeff can help you price your home correctly so that you're not going to have that same experience with the days on market.
Yeah. Hopefully.
No guarantees, but
no guarantees. Average days on market are like 72, 73 days right now.
Yeah.
But like we said, rates are going down. They're supposed to be going down, and it's going to be an influx. All right.
That's right.
Hey, the good thing about being on location at HipBurger and all around is that the lighting could be chaos, and sometimes it could not be chaos. So we're going to kick off segment 2. We're all about keys, cleats, and chaos. You kick us off while I go ahead and change this camera view.
Talking football. Here we are in football season. What about the Chiefs, guys? We're missing the playoffs. Can anyone tell me the last time the Chiefs have missed the playoffs? I mean, it's got to be a really long time, right? Patrick Mahomes went down, and everything had kind of already started that trajectory downhill, and it really stayed there. It sort of solidified things. Hope Patty Mahomes can recover really quickly. And then how about the Ravens? Talking about the Chiefs and the Ravens, 2 teams that were predicted in the preseason to, of course, be playoff contenders and also finish, the top of the league. So definitely a big aha moment with those. What are your guys' thoughts on the Chiefs and the Ravens missing the playoffs? Can anyone remember? I mean, what were we like 10 years ago? It's crazy. What do you got to say about that, Jeff?
Man, so Patty Mahomes popped his ACL. Chiefs are out of the playoffs. Ravens, Ravens are it's absolutely insane.
I know.
Do you want to know who has the best record in the NFL right now? It's the Broncos. It's the Broncos and the Patriots.
Yeah,
man.
out of left field.
How crazy is that?
Right.
It's absolutely insane.
That's what makes football so entertaining.
Right.
One of the many things that does.
It's a lot of the injuries too, though, that suck. The injuries are
things that are just out of your control. You hate to see people going hard, play after play, week after week. They prepare so hard with their diet, their nutrition, their exercises, and then to have those injuries is really tough. I know I had multiple of those in my high school football career, breaking both of my legs. So I know what it's like, but hopefully for those players that they kind of see where their identity is, and it's not in themselves, it's actually who they are as a person, and it's not tied to football. And, hopefully they can come back stronger with higher character and persevere through this.
Yeah, absolutely. And fantasy football, fantasy football, man.
The stress is up.
The stress is real. If you didn't make the playoffs,
good luck to you.
Good luck. Injuries. That's why I love fantasy football.
Yeah.
I'm in about 12 leagues.
Golly.
And I made it's been a rough year for me. I only made the playoffs in 5 of them, and I've only advanced into the next round in 3 of them. So
dang. Well, let us know if you guys are in more leagues than 12. Double-digit leagues guy here. That's awesome.
Man, but bro, I'm telling you what, they've got redraft leagues, they've got dynasty leagues, and I did for the first time this year an auction league.
Really?
It's amazing. So basically there's no snake draft. You just say, all right, Cade, you go first. You nominate a player. I nominate Patrick Mahomes. Start the bidding at $10, and then you just bid. So basically you get the team you want, but you have to be strategic, because if you blow all your money in the beginning, you're screwed at the end. I did it for the first time, actually, on Elite Sports. Jeff Manns, he's on channel 87, Sirius XM, and there's a whole channel for fantasy football on Sirius XM.
Okay.
If you didn't know that, channel 87.
Tune in, channel 87.
I listen to it all day, but we got him in the league, this famous guy.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he gave me a shout out on the radio.
That is really cool.
He called me Jeffrey Blewett. It was funny.
Oh my God.
I have it on.
Should I take that as a compliment?
I know. It was great.
So funny.
It was great.
But yeah, it sounds like fantasy football is evolving a little bit. They're trying to definitely take attention and interest, and really, because there's so many things that competing for our attention. So fantasy football sounds like they're evolving and making it customizable.
They are. They're trying to change it up, and they're switching it up. I love it, man. I love it. Well, man. Yeah. All right. Hey, so let's switch over to our third segment, Keys, Cleats, and Chaos. Today's all about family, faith, and chaos. All right. Because what we need to do is we need to be able to balance work life, family life, our goals, our ambitions. I feel like in today's society, people are, what's a nice word for it? Lazy.
Yeah.
Don't want to work. And my model,
Mhm.
hustle, heart, home, it's not just a cute saying, it's who I am, because I really think that working hard,
Yeah.
just showing up consistently and working hard and being there and being teachable is where it's at, and what today's younger generation might be missing some of them.
Yeah, and to piggyback off of that, I think you're spot on. And you don't have to sugarcoat being lazy. I think it's right. I think that's the epidemic that we have, is a little bit of laziness. And a lot of saying that I like to say is, make sure, guys, you're striving to give God something to work with. You can't be sitting still and quote unquote being lazy and expect things to change in your life. Like, if nothing changes in your life, then nothing's going to change. So always progressing, striving to get every day to be the best version of yourself in that pursuit of excellence. You'll be surprised on where life can take you and what doors will open up for you. So I think that's a really good point. And just staying steady. But like Jeff was also saying, being balanced, right? Being balanced, I think, is key in life too. Of course, you want to be go, 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 but at the same time, you want to have time, like we talked about in the last episode, episode 1, that you want to have time to fill up your me tank too. So whether that be surrounding yourself with family and friends, that's hugely important. Maybe just planning a night out with your significant other, or planning an intentional visit with your grandparents or a family member that you hadn't seen in a while. Those types of
You
things.
close to your grandparents?
Yeah, of course. It'll fill up your tank of just like love, and it'll really kind of remind you too of why you are in that pursuit of go, 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 striving to become the best version of yourself each day by surrounding the people that might be your why, or who you care most about.
Right. Well, I think most people generally want to kind of help others.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so my whole motto is trust God, clean house, help others. When I'm helping others,
Love it.
when I'm helping others, good things just usually happen to me. It's
true. It really is true. Just you're right. Serving is at the core, and putting other people. You have to be super intentional to be selfless, right? By nature, as humans, guys, let's just be honest with ourselves. We want the best for us, because at the end of the day, too, if you don't look out for you, who is going to look out for you? So you do have to put that first. But at the same time, if you can find time to serve others and be selfless and be intentional with your actions, to have the, again, balance between looking out for you, but looking out for others at the same time, and pulling through this life together, good things will happen. I agree.
Well, Jesus came to serve, not to be served. Okay?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all
if you look at the Bible, everything that what the whole Bible is built around, Jesus Christ, the God in a bod, the God in human flesh came down and only just said, I'm just going to help everybody else first.
100%.
And then I'm going to talk about me. And that's about filling your tank up. I can't go out and help others if I haven't filled my tank.
If you're running on E, if you're empty, and
exactly,
you need some fuel.
And how do I run on empty? Not getting up and praying, not focusing, not meditating, wasting time scrolling. Oh my good Lord, do I get stuck scrolling?
And that's where I'm that's exactly a great point. If it's just like money, guys. If you're not intentional about telling your money where it's going to go and how it's going to work for you, it's going to find where it wants to go. Same thing with your time in life, guys. If you're not intentional each day about where it is that you want to put your time and apply your efforts, it's going to go wherever it wants to go. And for us, nowadays it's more easier than ever, because it's right at our fingertips, right? We can just scroll. We do whatever we want. So it's so much easier. It's a constant battle, like we talked about in episode 1, that we're all striving to overcome together.
Yeah. No, I agree. I totally agree.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, man, midlife crisis chaos, cool kid. Well, midlife crisis, cool kid chaos. That's what we like to call this. Marriage advice. Marriage advice for you. You said you're new. Here's my marriage advice. I've been married for 16 years. And if you do not know what your love language is for your other partner and yourself, get it done right away. It will change the game. There are 5 love languages. And what will happen is we will try to project on our wife and do what our love language is, and not what hers is or what his is. Well, that's how it worked in my life. And it wasn't until 3 years into marriage, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what you wanted, quality time the whole time? I thought I was supposed to be just telling you words of affirmation, how great of a woman you are. But none of that all fell on deaf ears. And it wasn't until I found out my partner, and this also goes with friends, work relationships, anybody.
Yeah. Guys, if you missed that, that was gold. So replay that and make sure we get that down because that'll serve. I've already learned that 6 months into marriage very quickly. No, that's terrific. And I would just say kind of what I said a second ago. I think just setting a time, just intentionally like, hey, we're going to go out to eat here. We're going to go do this little fun date.
Yeah.
And guys, if you haven't tried out Greenville, South Carolina as that spot for you and your significant other, you're missing out. You're missing the boat. But it's not too late. There's boats that are always coming to Greenville, South Carolina. So go ahead and create a boat for you and your significant other, or your friend or your family, and spend some time in Greenville, South Carolina. Go to downtown. Main Street's filled with restaurants.
Over 100 restaurants in the downtown area alone.
The shops, there's theaters downtown. I mean, you can't help. And it's not me and my wife were just talking about this in our last outing together in downtown Greenville, literally like over this past weekend, and just how open the city is. It's not like you're in downtown and all you're looking around is you're seeing, side of a building after side of a building. No, you're seeing open night sky, whether it be during the day, blue sky. And it's just, you feel, it's a whole different feel and vibe to it. And then the people are so friendly and so active, but it's not crowded. It's just perfect, guys. And you got to come check it out.
Absolutely. When we were RVing for a full year and chose Greenville. And when we came here, we traveled around the East Coast for 9 months, chose Greenville for many, many reasons. But we came here and stayed for a weekend in downtown and just was like, sold.
Right. 100%.
Sold. All right, Cade, man, we're just killing it today. This is a wonderful day. We're going to move on to our canceled of the week. All right. What are you going to cancel this week?
For me, it's when everyone's saying, when you say, for me, my canceled of the week is when everyone's saying we should do this more often, but actually doesn't follow up with it at all. Right. Everyone says it. Everyone hears it. No one really follows up and means it. So at this point, when we're saying, we should do this more often, and it's just like, we just happened to see each other in a restaurant. This was great. It's like, I mean, I feel like that phrase is almost meaningless now, unfortunately.
Hey, I'll give you a call.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, yeah.
You know
have you seen the Friends episode with Chandler and that girl where he can't ever get over the date? Because at the end of the day, he's like, we should do this again sometime.
Yeah, exactly.
And you never want to.
Right.
That's the thing. I'm just going to piggyback off your canceled. My canceled is when people ask, how are you doing? I'm great, but they're not great.
Yeah.
It's like, if you really want to know.
Right.
It's like, how are you doing? Do you really want to know? But you got 10 minutes. Or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man.
You're right.
Yeah. Canceled for me is NFL overreacting adults. Okay. People will overreact about the game in the first or second quarter. And then they'll overreactions. Like, what are you doing? Let it play out. Can we have a little bit of patience? It's even worse in college football.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Grown adults acting like children doing the most dumb things ever. I was at the Gamecock game, saw a guy throw a water bottle at a Vanderbilt fan. It was chaos. They're screaming back and forth. I got it all on video. I might put it up right here. Okay? I got it all on video. And then I turn around and 10 minutes later, his little son, who was probably 7 or 8, walked around, took a water bottle, chucked it, and went and hit. And I'm like, that's teaching terrible values. But it was just the chaos of the game of college football. Now, it's the only college game I've ever been to, so I can't say 100% if they're all like that. But adults overreacting to sporting events, you're canceled.
Yeah, you're canceled. It's a real thing.
It is. Right. It is a real thing.
It's just one game. It's a game. That's true. It's 1 week. It's the first quarter, guys. We have a lot of football left to play. Let's not flip our lids yet.
Right. Yeah. And I understand as a human being, I get it. Our tendency is to overreact.
Sure.
Okay. But man, just trust in the process and know that God's got this. All right, man. We want to we want a big shout out to Mauldin. Okay, thanks to HipBurger. I mean, my office is right there, literally next door. Yeah. Okay, make sure you come down here, check out their burgers, check out their chicken sandwiches. It's right on Butler Road, 385. I can see 385 right there. It's awesome.
Prime real estate.
Prime Prime Real Estate. Hey, if you liked what you heard, give us a follow on Spotify, everywhere you can see, everywhere you can hear your podcast, and plus follow us on Instagram, all of our social medias, YouTube. I'm at Jeffrey Sublett. This is at Cage Gentry. And at the end of the day, we need to trust God,
Amen.
clear our mind, and go help somebody.
That's
Okay.
right.
Keep showing up, keep serving, keep loving people well. None of us have this life thing figured out at all. Okay.
Nope.
But we're walking it together, and we'll walk it together with you. If you ever need to talk about life, football, real estate, anything, we are here for you.
Just a text or a phone call away.
That's right. You're not alone. Hustle, heart, home, and always grace. This has been Keys, Cleats, and Chaos.
Episode 2. Till next time.